Welcome to Linkronicity. We're your journey and destiny link. I'm Stacey, Kumagai, your linkologist, and I'm here to help you link your life. How are you, lovely souls? How are you doing? How are you feeling? How are you managing your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, your time? And what are you listening to? Today I wanted to prompt that question. What are you listening to? I'm not talking about music or anything like that. That'd be like a really, easy conversation. You can answer so simply. But when I ask what you're listening to, I'm asking what you're listening to within your own psyche and consciousness, within your heart, your gut. You're spending a lot of time processing, reflecting, healing, whatever's going on in your life. Because I know a lot of things have come up during this, quarantine. And quarantine life is unique in many aspects in that it's prompting and pushing more questions than probably you have ever asked yourself before as they come up in your own thought process. So today I wanted to do a video that kind of addressed this, because for those of you who are restless in your mind and in your thoughts, this is a great time to get organized with what that is. And I thought I would start out simply by addressing a very, very common question we all have right now as we ponder our future and wonder what life is going to look like post-pandemic, and what we're dealing with now and grappling with the things that we're going to miss. And I say that because as we think things are going to go back to normal, they're not going back to normal. That's just a fact and a reality. We're not going to be the same people that we were before this, and we're definitely not going to be going back to a life in the same way that we used to live life. So with that comes things that we're grieving, things that we're mourning, things that we're looking at, that we're coping with, that we're processing, that we're reflecting upon, that we're looking at with nostalgia, that we're looking at as maybe a moment, space, and time, which is now, it's history, right? It's history. So a piece of your life now has become history, not just in working through and surviving this pandemic, but also looking at a piece of your life that will never be the same ever again. So it's kind of like an archaic part of your life that's in your own history book of your own making. So what I wanted to do today is have you write down the things that you're going to miss the most. And today we're going to write a goodbye letter to it. So no 3-column exercise. We're just going to write a goodbye letter to those things you're going to miss the most. Why am I having you do this? Well, I'm not making you do anything, but I'm gently suggesting it's a way that'll help you work through some feelings and emotions that you haven't had to work through for a very long time, unless you've been in this continuum of losing pieces of your old life. And we need to do this properly to heal. We need to do this kind of like as an excavation of the soul so we can learn. And we need to do this so that way we can be at peace with our new normal, our new future, and whatever that is, which to be determined. We have to look at that with real eyes. And we can go through the entire process of thinking and feeling and growing and learning and listening to ourselves, spin this around into what it's going to look like later and what you're going to do from here forward. So let's write that letter. Think about the things that you're going to miss the most about your old life. Maybe it's simple for you. Maybe it's something as simple as, you know, you grieve the day that you used to be able to go grocery shop without a face mask, or you are grieving the day that you used to be able to go to a concert, or you are grieving the day that you used to go to a movie theater, or you're grieving the day that ... Maybe it's your old job. Maybe it's hanging out with friends, family, the way that you used to. You know, all of these things. Maybe it's traveling. Maybe it's grieving your bucket list of things that are now having to take a different shape. You know? Whatever that is, today's the day to start that process. Today's the day to say goodbye to that. So we can step into the healing process and work with it, work through it, and overcome it while we're in it. And it's mucky right now. It's mucky right now. And it doesn't feel comfortable for a lot of you looking at the things that aren't going to be the same. But you can, in your grieving process and saying goodbye to it, you can celebrate what was and what will be, and also come to terms with what your heart is actually saying. Okay, well, what do you really want now? It's important. It's important to think about that and listen to what your own intuition is telling you. Listen to what you are being asked to do. Listen to the context of your actions, of where you're going forward from here. What's your intention? What do you really want? And that's going to help you see through this time, this space and time, but also heal at the same time. You know, it's kind of like this duality, right? We have this forward thinking, everybody's thinking tomorrow, what's it going to look like, how soon, everybody's asking that. And then there's a piece of it that's kind of like, kind of left behind, that a lot of people are like, they're kind of shoving it under the rug because they don't want to deal with it right now. Or they're binge watching something because they don't want to deal with it right now. Or they're you know, eating their feelings because they don't want to deal with it right now. Or they're whatever your thing is, whatever your ism is, you're dealing with it in maybe your way of how you deal with it. But the real way to deal with it is to confront it. You know, it's that Band-Aid ripoff. It's that looking at it, confronting it, facing it, coming to terms with it, so you can pull yourself up, dig yourself out of this space. And it's normal and it's natural, it's human. It's what the human has to come to terms with. But the more we acknowledge that and work through that and heal that, then we can get to the real soul stuff of our real soul mission purpose of why we're really here. And that is exciting. It's new. It's asking you to be open to new possibilities, new change, a new way of looking at life, a new way of appreciating life, a new way of acknowledging what it is that really resonates with who you are, what you jive to, you know. And what that's doing is it's doing another level of healing that we didn't do last year as we were going through the healing process, those 4 or 5 videos that I did about the healing link, dealing with your inner healing link series. Go back and watch those. Those are fun to binge watch if you want to watch those from last year, as we were being asked to rise, right, to our next level of awareness. This is now, it's time, it's the day. We have to actually confront that awareness, the new awareness that we have about where we are and where we're going, and how we're going to work with these energies in a productive way that's going to change things. Well, we can be part of that process, be proactively part of that process, and move that forward. So write your letter today. Say goodbye to what you need to say goodbye to about your old life. Heal that piece of your soul You deserve that. You deserve to heal that. Let's work through that so you can move into your new crafted tomorrow of your new normal, of whatever that holds for you. And we can begin that process now so you can hit the ground running and really acknowledge that, knowing that you have worked through the things rather than just sweeping them under the rug, and have a completely healthy mind, body, soul, spirit, health, well-being with how you see your life through this new lens. I'm Stacey, Kumagai, Linkologist, here to help you link your life. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Linkronicity, blogspot.com, and go to Linkronicity.com for private coaching sessions. We can work through this and help you embrace your new normal. Take care, lovely souls. I'm with you through this process, and if you have any questions, hit me up on social media or just leave me a comment at my website, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions or help you through this to help you get to your next step in your journey. Namaste.